All right. Well, welcome back to yet another week of Dome. Hopefully, you all enjoyed the Dome you received last week from me and your other co-host. But now you're about to get triple domed because we have a guest. That guest would like
Special
to
guest.
introduce themselves. Special guest.
Yo, it's your boy, Teddy Boy Thomas the Spank Engine, bringing a third dome into the trifecta.
Let's get it.
Ted, real quick,
And
what brought on the name change to the Spank Engine? What inspired it?
well, I lost my boy Thielen. I was Thielen contemplative about that once again, but I had to retire the name. It was time. I was looking through, and when I had my boy Mike Thomas back, it kind of inspired me. Mind you, threw him on the bench. So that was a little cold, but we could talk about that later. But just wanted a fresh start. It's been a good 2 years with Thielen myself, but it was time for a fresh start.
Dude, it's hard to
And
spank
who
your
knows?
engine while you're in the game.
I'm spanking. Okay, yeah, I'm spanking my engine. I'll spank anybody's. As you can see, might have spanked a little Vava engine, but
The little Vava that couldn't.
who knows? I'm not. The name could change again if something else good arises, but so far we're 1-0 with the new name, so we're riding it.
Ain't
Or
broke,
we're
don't fix it.
Did I have it the first week? I don't remember, but either way. No, I was the
No, you were the connoisseur the first
Yeah,
week.
you were
was
the
well, this
Wardussi
took the title.
connoisseur.
which speaking of which, I was just thinking, Sean continues to be the Wardussi connoisseur. Dad was not able to take the title,
Yep.
so we'll have to see how that goes.
Dad just
but
doesn't know
no one-
about his Wardussi.
No, he doesn't. He knows nothing of the Wardussy.
it's a shame. I mean, he doesn't want his own son's ussy, right? I don't know.
You
But
don't know.
I also want to say, I know this is. I didn't talk to the hosts about it prior.
Uh-oh.
It's unconventional for a guest to bring in a guest caller, but I don't know if you guys heard, but Ghislaine Maxwell was transferred to a Tallahassee women's prison, so she's in town. I got her on the line. She's ready whenever we send it to her.
Well, I definitely have some questions for her.
Yeah, hey, make the call.
All right, I'll try and patch this in.
Was she actually transferred to a Tallahassee women's prison?
Yeah, she is. It's like near where I used to play baseball in like middle school.
Dude, you are about to have unlimited pre-legal poon.
Oh,
I mean, listen, I've been sending her a lot of commissary money, so for this deal, for this call, so I think we should be good to go.
all right. Well, maybe we'll patch her in towards the end.
She requested some more Dissy. I don't know what the deal is with that, but we'll ask her.
She's gonna have to
Wouldn't
fight through
request
the
Wardussi.
connoisseur.
Interesting. Okay, I just noticed something on the league screen here, but I'll save it for the other segment. But let's hey, you know what? Let's roll into it. You're either feeling yourself, you're spanking your engine, but either way, you're here. So let's roll into and obviously honors to the guest first, winner of the week. Let's do it.
All right, well, I would say my winner of the week. I mean, it's the one most fresh on our mind. I'm gonna go winner of the week. Anime thighs, save lives.
Breach.
Yeah, that game. I mean, also a good win because it was a good matchup for him because there was a lot of high scoring rounds, but he was very fortunate in his matchup and took advantage. I mean that JB in the last minute. The last minute losses, he seems to have a penchant for them, especially with Lamar on his squad. But
Yeah.
for Anime Thigh, especially with in the chat, he mentioned it was a little bonus after his team got embarrassed. So at least he had that dub. But that was an unlikely dub, but
Very unlikely, especially because Thielen had 0 points up until the third or fourth quarter. I
yeah,
feel like I kept checking back in, and he
Oh
had
yeah, he
0 points,
did. I
zero
remember
points,
that.
0 points, and then I looked again, and he was up by 1.
that's a Thielen magic. And also, I'm looking too. I was wondering his record, but that also moves him up to 2-0, and that makes he and our own biting kneecaps the only two undefeated teams. That's a great way to start the season.
Yeah, that
Already
is.
already at a 77% playoff chance, so
And
not too shabby.
on top of that, he didn't let a 60-point quarterback take him down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, how often
definitely.
does that happen?
And Russ has not been
Exactly.
that good, so he's
No,
still
he
been
hasn't.
winning. He's still been winning without.
Yeah,
His
Stephon
team is
Diggs.
pretty.
Stephon Diggs
His
was his
team is
guy.
pretty. His team's pretty deep, yeah. Where he's got, and if and Hopkins comes back, that could be a nasty little matchup. And who knows what Pollard's up to? But yeah, good start for Anime Thighs. And he's got the most unlikely thing, and this is why it was a great win. Dude, this is probably the only year of the week a young ho is only going to get 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true.
Yep.
That's a scary sight.
And this is actually this is why I'm bringing her on the line, because she is a young ho expert. Ghislaine, are you there? No, I guess. Oh, she just took all my commissary money. And okay, well, listen,
Can't trust these hoes.
I'm not gonna get over this, but um, yeah. So good win. Who's up next? Who's got the next winner?
All right, well, I'll go ahead and my winner was going to be Anime Thighs for a lot of the reasons that we stated.
Mm.
But to not piggyback, I'm going to go ahead and give winner of the week to Biting Kneecaps. And I think I did that last week. But, I mean, I got to hit him with it again because continues to 2-0, took out a 1-0 follow spike. The Sun God is looking insane. Nick Chubb may have scored a third touchdown and lost his team the game because of it. But, hey, fantasy, fuck the Browns.
Exactly.
Patty didn't have his best performance, but what's it matter when you got a running back that puts up 33 points, the Sun God putting up 36 points.
Jay Jetta didn't do well either.
Yeah, exactly. And he had a down week from Justin Jefferson, so to be able to still put up 141 and beat Follow Spike, who had a solid week with a 25-point defense, yeah, that's an impressive dub.
Listen,
if only Follow Spike had been a member of Two and On, he could have secured that dub. But I guess that's pretty unpredictable when you got Herbert in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not starting personally Tua over Herb. Because, yeah, Herb still got... You see 32 points from your quarterback, you're psyched.
Yeah. Especially when you're the guy on the scrub on the other side's got 23.8.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that was tough. I appreciate the shout out at the same time. We're not giving JB what he wants.
I was just about to say JB's gonna be livid.
He's upset at that. But hey, listen.
He is, and I'm not too happy about it either, but I mean, do I really want to give winner of the week to fucking King of the West? Is that something I really want to do? Maybe yes, because he beat a dirty Yarny, but
well, the pitiful Yarny. What is his little icon? Like a little fiery beehole?
I'd ask, but it'd probably be something just so obscure that only the Yarny knows about, and then we have to look it up, and he can sit there on his throne and be like, "Oh, you guys don't know what that is?
You guys don't know the five-flamed egret from my favorite anime?"
Oh, yo.
Screw Yarny.
Yeah, and my winner of the week, actually leading into that, is not
actually. Wait, I don't want to interrupt you. Bro. But speaking of Yarnies, Quick shout out, Shaggy.
Shaggy.
I will not be shouting out Shaggy.
No, Shaggy kind of ruined himself. He was more hype than what he actually ended up being.
Shaggy started out hot, quickly fizzled out.
If you're if there's a group of people talking, do not insert yourself into their conversation.
Especially
And
when his
don't tell
story
us
is
we
like,
can't listen to Drizzy.
his story was weird.
Yeah, I
His
didn't.
story
I
was
didn't
like long
understand
and
this.
drawn out and strange.
Let us tell our own tale of strange middle school racism perpetrated by the state, and keep yours to yourself.
Well, he wanted to make sure that everyone knew he wasn't racist because the black kid was his friend.
You
But this
did throw
little
that in there
black
pretty
man, he
blatantly.
was my boy. But he was picking cotton, and I was laughing at him.
This story is sponsored by Tuck Missing Out. You're gonna be like, what's going on? It's because you bailed on the homies. Sorry about it.
Oh, I got to go to New Orleans and draft a subpar squad.
Subpar, you're being nice. Oh,
He thought he could go there to eat W's? No.
and now he's
Only
floating around.
Jameis eats W's out there.
Bums are us. That's his new team name.
He'll recover. He'll be back.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, your winner. With
All right,
that circular
my
interruption.
winner, my winner, and thank you for picking me because I wasn't about to pick me, and I was glad to get a little shout out there, but who I wanted to pick from the start, who I get to, my winner of the week is none other than shouting out the guest, the Spank Engine. Okay.
Hey.
With a nice 133 dub over the 1-0 Va. Coming into this week, Spank Engine was 0-1. I forget who beat him, but 0-1. And now he takes on a 1-0 Va, who was looking like, if you remember the last week's episode, we talked about how Va's team was looking one of the strongest heading in, right? Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, and it performed well. I mean, 129? Already got double digits out of all of his squad except for actually Taylor, believe it or not, and then Dalton Schultz, who got hurt. So he put up a good week, and then none other than the Spank Engine had to come through and teach him how it was in a very very last-minute nail-biting fashion with the Bills' defense, and a nice pick six from who caught that pick six?
Young Matt Milano, baby.
Milano. So there's family ties to this.
And Josh Allen did so good he got benched. Oh, that was an actual miracle.
That's going to be...
Miracle.
I'm worried that might be something that real-life football hinders his chances of winning the MVP. If he keeps doing well, his stats are going to be skewed because they bench his ass in the third.
Yeah, and he's also... I mean, he's not in shoot like he's got such a good. The Bills are such a good all-around team that he doesn't have to carry like a normal MVP stats suggest that he just kind of went ham. But no, he's you want.
I was about to be kind of depressed because I had turned the game off my phone because I had accepted my L, but I was going to take it as a learning experience, or at least learning more about my team, because I was going to be pissed because I had Michael Thomas in. I switched him out last minute because I liked Terry versus Detroit, and Michael Thomas had a bad matchup with this corner in Tampa, but then Terry ended up doing meh. But then Waddle on my bench put up 35, and seeing that on there while I was taking that L was hard to watch.
Yeah.
So at least, I got the dub, and I learned, Waddle might be the guy for me to put behind Cooper Kupp, so thank the gods.
Makes sense. And Hunter, you won with a player putting up 0, which is always impressive. You know, getting a dub with any position getting 0.
My ex-player.
Oh yeah,
yes.
That's true. Rightfully so.
He was not getting any looks, so I was like, okay, I learned my lesson.
Yep, and actually, I wanted to throw in a little bit of proof here about how you were feeling about that matchup, because on Monday I messaged you and said in the morning, 5 on Wednesday for Dome work, and you said, yeah, sounds good, unless I lose to Va, in which case I may end my life. So, you were stressing.
Oh yeah, 100%. I hate waiting for Monday night games, especially in that situation where. Yeah, it was Bills D and Allen at the same time, so that was tricky. Are all Mondays going to have 2 games now? I really hope not.
No, it should just be these first. Because it was last week too, right?
No, I don't think so.
Or was it just one game last week?
I think it might have just been one.
Yeah, I think this was just an outlier because they just wanted to get ESPN some run on Monday night and then get the Troy Aikman and Joe Buck combo running.
Yeah, on ABC. Yeah, get on the big channel first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah, I appreciate the shout out, Sean. And yeah, and with Va put up a good number.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what? So I've been getting, and I felt good about my week last week, and then you just blew me out. So, I was about to be pissed if I went 0-2, but I would have taken it. But it's good to be in the 1-1 squad. Seems like that's where most of the league is right now.
Yeah, unless you're Tuck or his former roomie, Yarny Broker.
Is there some kind of agreement there between those two? We suffer together.
Well, they got a tattoo together too recently, so
They
they're just locked in.
did. They did.
They did. So.
What is it, like a spider? What's that what it was?
Yeah, I think it is.
I thought it was like Lauryn Hill lyrics or something.
I thought it was because they would always spray webs on each other and cast her.
Or a picture of Cole watching Tuck sleep.
Hand in the pants.
Tattoo of a crusty sock.
Just a fucking stiff sock.
I mean, doesn't Sean have a tat of Tim and Old Bay going cray on his desk?
Right on my ass
I believe he does.
Yep. It's right back there.
Shout out Old Bay from Publix.
No, you're talking about I don't even remember her name. Jessie, something like that.
Do you think she crashed the wedding?
I wonder.
Speak now or forever hold your peace. Tim would really be an island boy.
Tim's the exact type of person I'd expect to get married in Jamaica. And that's
man. Dude, how did we miss it? Because the vows were he took all of his Facebook poem energy and put it into that, and it had to have been insane.
What blows my mind is he threatened to call the cops on me if I brought weed to his bachelor party.
Actually, it was both of you in here. He was going to call the cops on.
He's going to call the cops on both of us, but then he goes to Jamaica.
That's disrespectful to think that you wouldn't narc on somebody breaking the law.
True. That's very true.
Yeah, just be happy, though, that you two were the ones in his hypothetical he chose to suggest we're going to do that. That's who he thought of when he thought of that hypothetical. You two.
Me, I get because I have no redeemable qualities, but Jordan, that's just disrespectful.
Yeah, dude, I'm his former roommate. I listened to all his woes.
Well, you both had tough days together, too, that you talked about.
I was the first one to hear about the belly nut. And I also made sure every week that his music was loud enough.
Well, oh, yeah. Was the music loud enough? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I get to my loser.
Yep.
Oh shit, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah. Oh, which, by the way, before you say your loser, I want to mention we are the 3 highest scorers of the week in this.
Oh, I didn't even think.
Yep. Jordan, then me, and then you. All 3.
Oh yes, no, we didn't even talk Jordan as a winner, but he did put up the fattest number. The fattest, but we might get to that game because there was a tough loser in that round. But who knows? I know. Well, I'm going to put my loser, and this is just because of a big brain take that it's not even a take; it's a fact. I'm going number 1 Lamar Stan as the biggest loser. We already discussed this game, so I'm not going to go into too big of depth. But JB, this was not bad luck. This was a fuck up of drastic proportions by Bizzle. He had this game in the bag, was so humble, saying, Lamar, what was his name? Like, Lamar, don't screw me.
Hurt me again, Lamar.
Hurt me again, like Lamar. He came to Harambe on bended knee, like, that, puts up that crooked number and then changes his name to number 1 Lamar Stand before the game is over. That's a spit directly in the face of Harambe. And Harambe smatted his ass with the Thielen himself. And oh my God, Thielen's name is on the El Harambe trophy, so he used his disciple to finish the deed.
Damn. This is
deep. That is fucking deep.
And this is something that's undeniable because of all the connections you just made.
This is fact.
Oh yeah, when you have many connections, it is fact.
It's a shame we don't have the cameras on. 1, because I'm nude. 2, because of all the red strings I have on this board behind me.
Pictures of the trophy.
Picture of what is that? I keep wanting to think it's Tuck in the KKK garb, but it's Gruden, isn't it?
Yes. Same thing. Same person.
So yeah, that speaks on my loser of the week.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty undeniable. He was doing good. He had a all-world performance from his QB. Changes the name and then
mid-game.
Mid-game, yeah. Who does that mid-game? Oh, punish.
Interesting strategy.
All right. You want to hit?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and hit my loser of the week. It's a low-hanging fruit, but I'm going to do it not only because he's a filthy Yarny, but he also had the lowest score of the week. My loser goes to Yarny Broker. This man puts up only 87 points. Christian McCaffrey can't score over 20. Little Tom can barely peak over 10. I mean, A.J. Brown should be scoring more points than 9 with motherfucking Jalen Hurts scoring 40 points. I don't know. His team is not looking hot, and he might be in some trouble. But yeah, my loser of the week is that dirty, filthy Yarny.
That's fair.
Well,
that's fair.
Maybe I'm trying to see. Yeah, no, that's a very tough L. I'm looking. I mean, I'm trying to see his team. I mean, London had a good game on the bench. I'm seeing if there's anything salvageable for this man. But 70 and having such a diva QB, let his own player get ejected off that blast, and just for Cole to willingly take this player. Last year he picks like a sexual predator on his team. Great, Cole. This year he picks a man who's willing to sacrifice his marriage to play.
That's a good point.
Every week he plays on Cole's team, he's 1 week closer to putting some children into a split home. Like, I hope you can sleep well at night, Cole.
Not only that, but how many kisses on the lips are his kids missing out on because he decided to play football?
Oh my God.
Disgusting.
At least I get Wednesday smooches now.
Sure. For the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's a good L. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't a doubling by the West, but yeah, not pretty by the Yarnster. Was that the lowest score of the year so far? Probably, right?
Of the
year? Probably, yeah. I could look, but I'm just going to go ahead and say yes.
Bums R Us last week, 83.72.
Oh, come on, Paul.
Yeah.
King of the West with 89 last week. Yeah, not a good week for those fools on the deep down in the hallway. One door down from Andrew walking in on that sloppy top. Oh well.
Yeah. All right. Well, to throw in for my loser of the week. So I'm gonna throw in a quick honorable mention just because I do want to talk about the game with Bums R Us, who is my loser of the week. But honorable mention to Va, because Va has spent last season getting just torn apart by last second barely losing L's, and here he goes again. Yeah, and he had a close win last week, if I'm remembering correctly. Va, it ended up not being as close, but he was, it was close there for a minute, 127, 121, and so now he's taking a close, end of Monday Night Football L. So that's honorable mention. But I do want to talk about Bums R Us because he's 0-2. I want to get a shout out in here also, a slight little shout out into the highest scorer of the week, 151, who just demolished him. Okay. But yeah, let's take a look at the actual L part of it with Bums R Us. First of all, he changed his name now. Maybe it's the negativity in his names. I mean, he's setting himself up to be the Bums R Us of the league. It seems like maybe have a little faith in your scrimp team.
I'm a little sad because I was digging what was his name, like Shrimp is Cheeks or something.
Shrimp still cheeks? Question mark.
Shrimp still cheeks.
Yeah.
Cheeks. I mean, they were some juicy looking cheeks though, but
they were.
Yeah.
They definitely were.
And his team, I mean, he cracked 100, so okay. With the defense getting -1, so that's that's good. Mark Andrews did pop off. Mari Cooper popped off. He didn't leave much on the bench in terms of what he could have filled in. So, and it wouldn't have mattered. But, yeah, it's just, here we are. Eckler's in question because that was his first round pick. But, Joe Burrow, you go for Joe Burrow, you're expecting a top 5 quarterback. And Joe Burrow is currently quarterback. If it lets me click on it, he's currently quarterback 11. So he's not even in the top 10. I know it's early, but you have Mark Andrews, and at least there's the breather for that because the week before he didn't do great. So
where are you at on Joe Burrow in week 3? Yeah, I've got him at quarterback 7. This is the week that I think Joe Burrow breaks through. The first week, you mentioned it, Daniel. He was.
You tell us. You sound like you're playing a video.
He had 4 turnovers, 5 turnovers.
Field Yates just took a little.
Oh, here, Field?
Yeah, Field just came into our pod, guys. We just had.
Field. Are you scheming on the air?
Yeah, I mean, he just left the air real quick, but hey, he was on there for a second. He was talking about Joe Burrow. That's interesting.
What are the odds? Is he listening to us?
Maybe he is. But yeah, so anyway, getting back to this page on the screen here. Yeah, so I that makes Tuck Bums R Us the loser of the week. We'll see what happens going forward. He's just not getting what he expected out of his team, I think, to this point. Because Burrow didn't have a great week last week. And neither did Eckler, really. They just did okay. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, slow start for sure. Pray for them cheeks. Currently, they're getting clapped.
Currently, Scrimp is still peach.
Scrimp is definitely.
Hey, maybe next week he'll be Peachy Kane.
It could be.
Peachy Scrimp. All right. So, do we want to move into matchup of the week? Looking towards the next week. What do we got for the matchup of the week? What are we looking for?
All right, let me. I'm gonna take a little look-see. I'm gonna Well, I'll spare you guys having to pick yourselves. This is gonna be a good matchup. The El Clasico, another round coming up. So we got Living in Bab versus Biting Kneecaps. Sean riding the 2-0, and Jay Dristy coming in only 4 points less projected of 51 to 49% little matchup. So, yeah, it's looking to be a good one. Jalen Hurts has been balling. Aaron Jones had a crazy week. I guess Saquon had kind of a down week, right? But so did Zeke. So that's kind of an even matchup.
Yeah.
So Biting Kneecaps versus Jordan, and then shoot, are y'all both in the East?
Yeah, it's
Right.
an
This is
East
an East
matchup.
Yes, that's a big division one, especially when it comes down to tiebreakers later on in the season. If Jordan's able to win, then 2-1 with the tiebreaker. So that's gonna be a juicy little matchup, and looks like it's. Oh, you got your two running backs facing off against each other on Monday night, so it might come down to that one game. That could be exciting.
That's a good point.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could also
Not
make you want to
something
pull
that I
your
would
hair
bet.
out all Sunday waiting for that crap. More likely.
Much more likely. And I mean, I hate having to wait till Monday to determine my mood for the week, but
I know.
so be it.
Yeah, the El Clasico always seems to come at decent times, at a decent point with our records and such. So, yeah, this is definitely. I agree. This is for the division, right? I mean, as of right now, I'd imagine because I think Brendan falling to 1-1. I don't think he's gonna like like in any scenario. I don't think he takes over. So I think this is for the current division lead. So that is always a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean, you at least will have the points on him. Jordan probably. Well, Dad does have a pretty high point scored, so it
I,
could
I would,
get
I
could
would
get
like
tricky
to
there. But
especially shout out JB here and saying that the past 2 weeks I have been trailing in the projected total and have won. So projections don't matter. We'll go back to that fundamental thing here. I've been projected to lose the past 2 weeks and I've won. So it's
Dude,
Harambe that matters. Let's just leave it at that.
speaking of, can I bring up to pop back on our discussion of the loser of the week? I just noticed a sad statistical fact.
What is it?
There's only one person in the league under a 50% playoff odd.
Oh.
Oh, no.
And it's sadly T Nug himself out of
No.
the 30 piece.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
That's
Why
actually
they gotta
tragic.
do the boy like that?
Even Yarny's at 50.
How does that matter?
Actually, no, I'm first in my division. I'm 49%. I take that back. I'm with Cheek over there. I'll be his right cheek.
You're first in the division and you're 49% chance?
That's how it goes, dog.
Seems flawed.
Well,
Listen, I have a respect for Watson. We'll get into Watson later. Oh well.
All right, I'm going to
Man,
move forward with my. Sorry to cut you off there, but move forward with my matchup of the week. I'm going to stick around in the East, and I'm going to look at another matchup that the person that I expect to win is right now projected to lose. And that matchup is going to be Bums R Us versus Anime Thighs. I think 0-2 Bums is going to take out Anime Thighs, little 2-0, and get his first dub on the year. Joe Burrow is going up against the Jets defense, and I think it's going to be a little bounce back for him. And honestly, I just want to see it happen. So I'm going to speak it into existence. Because let's drop Anime Thighs down a few pegs, and let's get Bums R Us cooking.
all it would take is like Stephon Diggs getting like 3 fumbles. Like that's doable.
Well, I don't want that to happen.
Couple.
Young Ho would have to get hurt for him to lose.
Listen,
Diggs.
Matt Gay is going to have a day with the Young Ho.
But is Joe Burrow only going to be throwing to Jamar Chase? Because Jamar Chase is on the other side here.
That's true. You know, I don't look at these things. I just talk about them.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Well,
I do zero research.
hey, that is going to be interesting. If an 0-2 takes down a 2-0.
Yeah, think about this though.
On the same week that the Lions beat the Vikings in Minnesota, which is coming too, that's gonna really have a bad week.
Dude, think of it this way. a gay shrimp is gonna burrow into a young hoe's anime thighs this week.
Interesting.
That does make sense.
He's gonna find his way. You know, I like it. I like it.
How am I gonna Diggs my way out of this one?
Oh my god. The
This
connections
has
are
been our
unreal.
new segment, puns.
Wait a minute. I'm kind of breaking some new ground here too. What the fuck? Okay, what is going on Anime Thigh's team? Do we know that he has a full family on his team? He has 3 starters with the last name Wilson on his squad. What is this conspiracy?
Oh, wow.
He's got the father, the son, and the nephew.
That is insane.
Jeff, Russell, and Garrett.
Are they a family?
Well, I think Mr. Unlimited might have birthed them, but still a Wilson.
Wilson.
You know what?
Let's ride.
I was gonna say, you know what Russell says when he sees some anime thighs? Let's ride.
Let's ride. He's ready to break down them sugar wallers.
Dude, Darren Waller's been a little bit of a disappointment so far this year.
Did he just get the bag?
Listen, the last year he was a top tight end truly was when Flau had him before Flau left the league. And I picked him, and he did not replicate, and now Anime Thighs has him, and he's doing the same thing again.
I think what happened was he was really motivated. He's like, actually, this analogy makes no sense. No, here's what happened. He balled the fuck out for this little homie. And then he's like, I'm trying to get this guy out of the SAT. For the love of God, I'll do everything I can. And then when Flau lost and never took the test, he's like, what is this all for?
He was just spent. He couldn't do any more. Couldn't put the team on his back.
All right. Rolling into my matchup of the week.
Okay, wait. I also have another question.
Oh?
So, Jamar Chase, the apostrophe, is this like a contraction where we're cutting out some letters? Is his first name actually Jamismar by chance?
And he's Jamis Mar. You know? I've never thought of that. And I feel like the media needs to blame themselves for never bringing that up in any type of press conference. Never once has he been asked that. And the people need to know.
Can we get Shefty on the line?
We had Field not long ago, so let me try and pull Shefty.
Shefty joins this call. I'm leaving. I'm anti-Shefty.
I think Ghislaine hooked Shefty up with some goods a while back. We might be able to get a connection there.
I just hate how his stupid little daughter somehow gets roles for commentating on sports just because she's a Schefter. She's trash. Get her out of there. Tell her she's never going to be shit. Get rid of her.
Oh.
All right. Listen. This isn't the only... The El Clasico isn't the only name brand game that we got going on this week. We have the Morgan Bowl.
Oh, no.
Yarny Broker and the number 1 Lamar Stan.
How do we forget?
Are going to be going at it in the Morgan Bowl matchup, the first one of the 2022 season. And the projection is well in favor of Yarny. Suspended Mike Evans is still in.
Yeah, Stan's got a few people to swap out.
Yeah, he does. Okay. So there's still some work to be done here on Stan's end. But yeah, so this is the Morgan Bowl matchup. And can an 0-2, another one, because we already have one being predicted, because I don't remember who won the Morgan Bowl last year. But, can Cole take that title? and send JB to 1-2 with a questionable Lamar too.
I think they made a bet this year too. Loser of the Morgan Bowl has to chug JB water.
J-
Also, can we all agree that, like, listen, we're the three hosts this week. I think we're all like pretty big men. Like, we can admit when we were wrong about something, right, guys?
Yeah,
Sure.
I think
Like,
so.
Yeah.
Can we all admit how foolish we were to not believe in Avatar Hill?
That was on me.
That's a tough one.
That was on me.
I'm gonna have to say I still don't believe in Avatar Hill.
Well, you got a fat 1.4 last week, so
Avatar Hill must have gone to the like doo-doo nation and
Poop bending.
he learned shit bending.
Honestly, there's some mornings where I could use them because the coffee just doesn't get it moving.
yeah, and all that red meat in your system as you all stall up. Eat your vegetables, boy.
I think vegetables are terrible for you.
All right, we'll just go ahead and move on from that.
100% of people that have eaten vegetables have died.
Okay. All right, think tank. Anti-vegetable think tank. Yeah.
When is he starting J-Boo?
Listen, and also Carson Wentz is the starting quarterback for Yarny now. It's not Tom.
Jabu wins.
Okay, we're going to talk about this Wentz pickup in a minute.
Oh yeah, because we're getting actually that wraps up. You know what? Let's roll into this thing. Let's roll into the waiver wire segment. Let's do it. All right.
Please, for the love of God.
Players.
Where do you go? Recent activity or?
I
Yeah.
believe players, right? Oh, and then yeah.
Recent activity, right?
It's in recent activity. Yeah. Where am I? Okay, yeah, recent activity right here. Yeah. Okay. So, what is? All right, my thing's bugging out. Everyone still hear me? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Also, is it just my eyes, or did I just see trade?
And you are witness to the first ever live on the podcast stream or trade.
First on stream trade. Let's go.
You thought you could get it done last week. We made it happen this week.
Dude, nice try, Sean. You tried to make history. You messed up.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I can't. My thing's bugging. I can't even see. Don't.
Shades of the three-team
do not
trade.
Tell me it's what I think it is being traded. Do not.
Dude,
please don't.
5:33 p.m. That was a mere 20 minutes ago. A trade went through right on the loser of the week.
Right under your nose.
Don't.
You thought you could break the record. I'm sorry, Sean.
Hold on. Let me see. I need to look him up. Okay.
First, you missed out on the 4-teamer.
For a second, I thought Aaron was getting traded to your team, and I was about to lose it because I did not want to play Aaron this week.
Oh, I wish I could. I can't pry Aaron away. Well,
And here's the thing, Sean. You missed, dude. You tried to you tried to break the record last week. That was pretty noble. You couldn't get it done, you little cuck. And this trade, these are the missing pieces that me and Jordan needed to take you down this year. They're going to complement our teams so well. It's game over. I'm sorry.
You know how good MVS is going to look on my bench?
Dude, do you know if Cole Beasley finds a team, I'm going to be cooking.
Well, Cole Beasley actually did just sign to
just get on the Bucks? Oh my God.
Forever to get there. All right, yeah, wow. Cole Beasley, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the USF Bull, former USF Bull.
Jordan, do you hear how salty this man is that he didn't pull off the on-air trade?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, honestly.
Well, because now one can't ever happen again. Because now if we try, it says, oh, it wasn't the first one, so it's not. So it can't happen.
Also pretty enlightening. Arkuk Mish, the defending champ, with his finger on the pulse, learning about a trade 20 minutes late.
Yeah, that deserves an investigation.
That was troubling news, to be sure.
Just like who is going to pay for my medical bills for these thousands of screws and plates I have in my ankle from jumping off my bed.
Medicare for all. Anyway.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that campaign because I might need to send some super PAC money.
Listen, y'all, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. I'm locked in for 2 more years unless I get impeached. So 4-year terms, baby.
Scrimp still impeached?
Is he still in Peach? I don't know. Well, let's look at some of these transactions here. All right, you have. I might as well just go to the offers report for this, which I was not on before. All right, so you have myself adding Jahan Dotson for nothing. Living in Babylon re-added Devonta Smith.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Bums RS. So we're seeing the $0 bid make a lot of ground already because the Texans D added by Bums RS, Eagles D added by me, and then Cole Beasley and Mark Ingram for the Lamar stand all for $0. Follow Spike tried to get Curtis Samuel for 1. I tried to get him for 7. Babylon tried to get him for 7. But Bums R Us spent $25 on Curtis Samuel. What do we think?
If it's going to help his team, I mean, it's worth it. Curtis Samuel's had 2 solid weeks.
He has. I mean, I have a claim on him. I can't say that I wasn't going for him, but
he's a wide receiver 1 right now. I mean,
what were the other
commies might not
numbers?
be great, but
the other numbers for Curtis Samuel were
13,
King of the West 13, and
okay, yeah,
and Babylon.
So he didn't.
7.
It wasn't like it was $10 over, but I mean, still, it was like clearly it was going to be a decent price for him. So, in that sense, not terrible.
Yeah, and I feel like Nug at this point he probably sees his team 0-2, and he just decides, "Fuck it, I need to spend."
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and we have the $0 stuff now, so you got to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
it's not awful. But then
that one's reasonable. We'll get to some more.
All right, so Carson Wentz for a $23 ad from Yarny Broker when the other offers were Spank Engine offering $2.
Yeah, that.
That was me! I can't believe I got outbid.
$23. That is way too
Dude,
much.
that is insane. I thought I was overbidding with the 2-ski. And he's got.
Yeah, but hearing that you placed a bid on it, I'm not as against it because I was sitting here thinking, why spend $23 when you can look at the league and see that pretty much everybody has a quarterback?
Yeah.
But hearing that someone else was willing to place a bid, I guess.
Well,
if you
I had
got a
my
player
backup,
you want, go for
I
it.
had my backup Trey Lance, so I'd go down. So I was like, well, I need a new backup. Wentz was doing okay. But he's replacing Brady with him at $23. He had some decent weeks, and he does have weapons, but he played the Jags and the Lions. No offense to the Lions, but he's got some, I don't know. And I guess the Jags did just shut out Indy, so who the hell knows?
I mean, the Lions get dubs; they just let people score points.
Well, a lot of that was like late in the game, right?
Yeah.
They were like holding him down for the most part. Terry didn't do crazy, but yeah, $23. That's like a quarter of his stuff on week 2 on Wentz. Yarny broke. Listen, JB wants a little trash talk in the league. Yarny broke. Are you high out? What did Shaggy put into your hookah, bro?
Yarny is about to be broke. He keeps spending like this.
Oh,
Dude, he's spinning some kind of Yarny like he's some economical genius in the league. We ain't buying it.
not even a little
And being
bit.
a Yarny, it's not like he's going to work to earn money back.
And
He'll just ask. He'll just ask the Cuck Mish one day, "Hey, when are we getting these checks? It's the 1st. It's the 15th. When
Yeah.
are we getting our checks?"
Yep. Well, last but not least, we have the Spank Engine adding Higbee for $4.
Nice.
Not a
Yeah, I
bad
had to drop Hunter Henry, so those Rams guys doing all right. So I need somebody to at least get a point.
Higbee's getting
So.
targets. He's getting targets. He was literally 1 yard away from a touchdown. So he would.
Yeah, it looked like his ranks are looking pretty good. So we'll ride with him, see how it goes. I'm feeling all right about that move.
I'd like to mention I'm seeing some indecisiveness here from a team now known as Bums R Us. On Tuesday, September 20th at 1 a.m.,
What?
he renamed Scrimp Still Cheeks to Bye Week.
He did.
And then Tuesday, September 20th at 10:36, he wakes up and says, "No, I'm Bums R Us."
What goes on in his head between that time?
What was this all in the span of this from 1 a.m.
Till
to
10:30.
10:30 a.m.? Do you think he was up all night, like mulling it over in his brain?
He went to bed at 1. He's like, "That's a good name. Bye Week. Sending it." Woke up. Probably had a dream.
Probably tossed and turned all night thinking about it.
He woke up in a hot sweat at 10:30 and is like, "Bums R Us."
He probably consulted the spider on his ankle.
Well, the spider on his ankle is so he can have communication with Loesch.
I wonder if the spider is feeding him depravity.
They just speak telepathically through their spiders.
Anytime they see a dog, it burns.
All right, can we move on to my favorite segment,
it's
looking
time
at
for the
people's
best
money?
segment.
Actually, no, wait. Sean, refresh your page. You didn't get all the activity, son.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, here we go. Okay, hold on. Wait, under recent activity.
Yeah,
'Cause I
refresh
was
is
on
probably in
offers
order.
report. Recent activity. Let's see. What am I? Because I had the trade accepted, right? I'm seeing the trade accepted in recent activity. What am I missing?
At what time?
5:58. Wait.
Oh, that's not the same trade,
Wait.
son.
You just were witness to the second ever live stream
Second trade, baby! History. Oh, dude, 22 minutes apart. History made. This is revolutionary shit.
Y'all are setting the bar too high where there could never be a trade on this.
Sean couldn't pull off a single midstream trade, and we just pulled off 2? Dude.
Yeah,
This is
something.
ridiculous.
And this move here, this is like, that's really going to help our teams.
It's just going back to what it was before.
That's really going to help our teams out.
I see no change in your team from
What?
before this started.
What do you mean? I had Scant like 20 minutes ago.
I had Beasley. Like the whole landscape of my team was different.
All right.
Now picture my bench with another white man on it. Huh?
Listen, I'm moving on to the budget summary. This is
What?
setting the bar too high. All right.
Dude, talk like that is going to get you an icy take that's a little hot. About
I think
the
it's
team.
appropriate to mention that this is the single most exciting segment of this show.
The free agent budget is. All right, so here we go.
Wait, no. We have to do the pre-free agent budget 5-minute segment where we explain how to get to that page.
They repeat it every week.
All right. Oh my god.
Here we go.
This one's getting juicy.
Oh, I hear it's about to get real juicy. So, King of the West, Follow Spike, have not spent a dime. A dime.
At least King of the West did attempt, right? Did Fall Spike get outbid on some of those?
Like did attempts to a $1 bid on Curtis Samuel.
Okay, that's good.
So
That's
they
good.
both attempted. All right. So then you have Living in Babylon with 98. Okay.
Get it?
Dr. Lieutenant Vava at 97. Okay. The Spank Engine at 96.
We're big spenders out here, baby.
Lamar Stan is right behind you, 95.
The
Then
number
there's a
one Lamar
drop-off.
Stan.
Then there's a drop off. Okay. Then it goes to 87, which is me. Then you get 80, which
Wastefully
is
spending
Anime Thighs.
money.
What's that?
I said you're wastefully spending money, but go on.
It was wasteful. I spent $13 and dropped both players within a week.
What? Who was it?
It was I picked up Duvernay from the Ravens, and I saw Robbie Anderson and went for the $0 pull right before game started because I was like, I actually think Duvernay might just be nothing more than average.
You didn't even keep him for the games?
I didn't, and then Robbie Anderson. And I spent 7 on him. Robbie Anderson, no, I'm sorry, 6. Robbie Anderson, I picked up, and he didn't do anything, and then dropped him, but I spent 0 on him. And then the Steelers' defense was the pull last week for 7, and then they were crap against the Patriots. And
The Patriots' elite offense, baby.
then once I saw how they did against the Patriots without T.J. Watt, and I saw going forward, I just don't see success in their future, so I dropped them for the Eagles. So yeah, I wasted effectively $13 in a week. So
Well, I'm glad you at least bid money on, free agents that no one else wanted.
yeah, actually, that was the other part of it. There were no other claims on those two. So we're off to a hot start in this free agent budget.
Fake Yarny energy, but respect.
Yeah. Well, anyway, capping off, Anime Thighs is 20 last week on My Name is Jeff, and then you've got down at 75, Bums Are Us on his big spend this week, and then you have the Yarny Broke at 74, bottom of the barrel.
Yarny, and those are well spent dollars. You could have spent 0, but hey, good for him.
I don't know about y'all, but that segment had me sweating. It's an intense segment. It really.
Yeah, that segment's good.
No, that's my favorite. All right, so then off to the the projections? Is that the watch? No.
I think we have an announcement about a sponsor that it took some knee service, but we were able to get back a key sponsor.
Oh, it took a lot of knee service.
This is a huge announcement. We're going to have some very, very happy fans of the show. They were clamoring. They were protesting outside. But we got him. We got him.
Welcome
Ladies
back,
and gentlemen, Shaq is back.
Shaq is back. And with him, with his sponsorship comes the Icy Hot Takes.
Presented by Shaquille O'Neal.
All right. So who wants to kick that off? Icy Hot.
Guest would like to go first.
The guest is going to stall while he chats. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to go with a good long-term Icy Hot Take. We're going to... So Sean's sitting pretty up there with his little 2-0, 313 points for. Cool 83% playoff chance, huh? That's pretty cool. Now, I'm not going to say the 17% is going to hit. I'm not foolish. Come on now. This is an Icy Hot Take, but at least it's got to be a little icy. It's got to be grounded. He's going to make the playoffs. But he damn sure ain't getting that bye week. And week 1, he's getting knocked off by Bums Are Us, who makes the winner's bracket.
I love it.
Oh, if that happens.
And Bums Are Us's run to the playoffs begins this week. My Icy Hot Take. I kind of hinted it earlier in my matchup of the week, but Bums Are Us takes out the 2-0 Anime Thighs whose team's looking good, but not good enough. And he falls to Bums R Us this week by a healthy margin. I'm going to say Bums R Us beats him by 20 points.
Oh, by 20, drops a 20 brick on him.
There's the
now
icing.
that's hot, but at the same time a little icy. Shaq approves.
All right. Final icy hot here. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the number one Lamar stan. Okay, here need a little bit of icy. All right, Lamar is gonna have some good weeks. Okay, he's coming. He's up. He's on a contract year. He's gonna ball out. He's gonna have good weeks. I think the number one Lamar stan is going to take 2 more L's when Lamar scores 50 points or more in a game. And at least 1 more when he scores 40.
So 3 above 40.
So you're expecting Lamar to score over 50 2 more times.
2 more times, and he will drop both those games. And then he'll score 40. Maybe it can be a couple, but one of those games will be dropped as well. Yep.
Oh my gosh, I would.
And
That'd
Lamar
be terrible.
Will once again hurt him.
And he'll draft him again next year.
Oh,
but at that point, it wouldn't be on Lamar.
Oh, at that point, exactly.
Hey, listen. At least in that scenario, Lamar stays healthy for at least 3 games. You gotta love it.
And JB gets to remain a Lamar stan.
Yep. All right.
Do we want to go ahead and just look at that final standing projection?
Good to have those back. Yes. Yeah. So sponsored by Snickers, we have the Watson final standing projection. So let's see who's moving and grooving, trending up, trending down.
Presented by Snickers. Okay. Snicker. I hardly knew her.
All right, so in the trending up section, you have Biting Kneecaps, myself, at 5 trend up, down to...
Now I know why I wanted to do this segment.
Wait, down to... Hey, I did it last week, too. Down to first place. Okay. Oh, up to first place. Okay, I thought it was second. All right, they moved me up to first.
Oh, my God, did I get first place? My God. What a coincidence.
Am I expected to win?
Oh. Shaggy? Shaggy?
Don't bring up his name in vain.
So you've got Living in Babylon shifting up 3, going from 9 to 6. Okay, taking over my old spot at 6.
Love a nice 9-6.
How are you feeling about that? They did you dirty on the first rank.
Yeah, they did.
That is
they did that to me last year too. Watson needs a Snickers.
Watson's gonna what?
Maybe Watson just needs a Snickers. All right, Lamar Stan actually moved up too. Lamar Stan moved from 10 to 8.
Okay. Last place spot.
Because trending down is Bums R Us, heading 5 slots from 5 to 10.
I also want to point out I'm sure he would have moved down a lot more if there were more than 5 spots he could go down. Oh no, he's the only one on the little trending down part because nobody else went down more than like 2. That's a tragic.
I'm just shocked that Yarny Broker stays top 5 despite a just atrocious week.
That's true, and the only one who doesn't move is Follow Spike, sitting at 3.
Listen, he's nothing if not consistent. You gotta respect it.
It's fair. All right.
Yeah, they got So what? Anime Thighs did end up going up, so he was pissed. Didn't he go down last time?
Yeah, he went up to
after
7.
A dub. So good for him. Went up. Vava staying pretty at 2, so I'm feeling good about that win because he's clearly going to be in it for the long haul. So got me at 5. So in the winner's bracket, I'll take it, but. Yeah, should be good. And as far as the playoff bracket goes, I got the bye right now if the season ended today, but that ain't saying too much. I think they had given me they put me into the winner's bracket even with the loss because I had scored enough, but now it's just even teams because, well, we only have 2 teams in the league that have no wins, so there's a huge gridlock at 1-1.
Yeah.
So and really interesting because Matt's 2-0, but so is Kneecaps, but they're in the same division, so we're gonna have some good races down the stretch.
Yeah, so I actually think if I can pull off a dub this week, Anime Thighs will be number 1 in the East if he wins.
Yeah, you're right.
He took me out week 1.
Now, was this collusion? Did I want to help out Anime Thighs by sending Cole Beasley to Babylon? I'm not going to say it.
And you don't have to.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be said. It's all right.
Holy shit, 2 trades in 1 pod. The people, dude, we're treating the people this week. They're
really getting a show.
Yeah.
Woo.
Kind of jealous that I'm not spectating.
You know damn well I'm going to be listening to this on repeat all week, though.
Yeah, but I skip all the parts that aren't me talking.
That's fair. All right. Well, that's where we're at. So, are there any final statements here to wrap up this this episode of Harambedome, episode 2 of this season?
Other than the obligatory "fuck the King of the West," I think I'm good to go.
All right, I will say.
Wait, bring. Tallahassee's woman prison. Would you like to accept this call? Yeah, sure. Oh, hey guys, did I make it in time? The young ho is going to put up 13 points this week. All right, see ya.
Oh, a last second icy hot, baby?
With her young ho take of the week, Ghislaine. Okay, she made it in.
Oh, I thought that was Herbert the Pervert.
Similar MO.
Jeez. All right. Also, I'd like to say, so I am a chat boy, right? Apparently, so are you disqualifying me and Wardle from being chat boys for both spamming the chat? One with Tyreek and one with Wardussi.
I'm just saying, let's watch it.
You're on probation. You're still in. Just you're on thin ice.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. The king should know better. Being from a place of power. I mean, his wife did just die, so we might need to show little respect. He's king. He's like if Prince Andrew became king, right?
Is that the
King of the West?
It's the Epstein one? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that is.
All right.
Well,
great
final word. Wardussi, keep it juicy.
Keep it juicy.
Keep it juicy. All right. That's